Hi, good evening, friends. Most of you know me by now. For new viewers, I'm Dr. Rekha Thakur, and I'm a practicing obstetrician gynecologist here in Gurgaon. I have my OPDs at Wellstar Clinic and Diagnostics. For all of you to know, at Wellstar we work as a team. I have many doctors, and we work together. So in my team of doctors, I have a physician, cardiologist, IVF specialist, psychologist, and many more. So friends, please join us quickly, and we shall take this important discussion ahead. For last few videos, my Facebook live has been only on gynae and obstetric topics, about breastfeeding, about antenatal care. But today, friends, I have something different for you all. So please join us and wait patiently. We have very interesting topic. And the topic for today that I have selected is how to change our thought process so that we can reduce the stress from our life, and in turn it can help us manage hypertension. I have selected this topic because in my day-to-day practice I see that every second person is suffering with hypertension, coming up with very young adults coming up with hypertension, and when I ask them, they say it's all about stress, office, lifestyle. So I thought it's best to invite Dr. Poonam Poonia. She is from Wellstar Clinic, and she is a clinical psychologist with 17 years of experience, and she has been practicing here in Gurgaon for last 10 years, and with Wellstar she is associated for last 10 years. Sorry, 6 years.
6 years.
6 years, and she has been making difference in the lives of my clients very much. So I have invited her today. Welcome, Dr. Poonam.
Thank you, Dr. Rekha.
I want you to really enlighten my viewers and tell them little about how to manage stress, how to change our thought process, how to manage stress, and so that I don't see any hypertensive patients in my clinic.
Oh.
So, Dr. Poonam, what I feel is our lifestyle is changing. Every other patient that comes to me at the clinic is suffering from hypertension.
Right.
So I really don't know why and how do we handle this. So if you can just give us some insight on it.
See, these days you must have read about stress, depression and hypertension a lot, because we are focusing a lot, even our government is focusing on such topics these days, because stress is increasing day by day, and hypertension, stress and depression, they are interrelated.
Yes.
So if we are talking about hypertension, it's part of stress. Our thought process is such, we are going towards stressful lifestyle. So our lifestyle has changed a lot.
Very rightly said. Our lifestyle has really changed.
Tremendous change.
Tremendous.
So we are only focused either on the mobiles or our gadgets. So our life is surrounded by these things only. So we are more dependent on gadgets rather than people. So
Yes.
stress is taking place in our life since morning till late night. We are just running. Either
So you
we are
mean
going
to say
work.
that our hypertension is because of stress, and stress is because of the gadgets?
True. Gadgets, not only gadgets, but our dependency on the gadgets.
Yeah, very right. Yes.
So that's why the stress level is increasing. Earlier you must have seen and you must have experienced, we have joint families, so many siblings. So we always catharsis our problems with our siblings and our grandparents, and we are always discussing so many problems. But nowadays we are so busy with our stuff, with our
discuss our
lifestyles, and we are not
problems with
discussing our problems. Most of the time either we are taking selfies, or we are just posting it, and or we are watching videos on YouTube, but we are not sharing our problems, and we are not discussing.
Yeah, what I understand, Dr. Poonam, it's because our dependency on the gadgets, our emotional dependency on
Emotional
we are not
dependency, yes.
emotionally
Yes.
dependent on
True.
people and family and members. We
True.
emotionally search for answers with the gadgets.
Yes.
And is that right?
Yes. See, it's not the only factor, but it's n number of factors, Dr. Rekha, like, our lifestyle,
Yeah.
then our expectations are too high, and because of those expectations, we are running to meet those expectations, and if we are not meeting with our expectations, we are feeling low. So that low feeling is very bad in our life, When if we are feeling low for longer periods, so it take place in our life, and sometimes we feel, you know,
So-
rejected, dejected.
How do we overcome all this? How do we overcome dependency on gadgets, emotional dependency, expectation, lifestyle? These are all interrelated. These are all together. It's a part of our life now.
See, there
We
are
need to come out of it.
true. There are three factors. One is outer factor. Outer factor is your external environment, where you are working, what kind of people you are, talking to, where you are sitting, how you are taking stress. Then second is your response to the stress. How you are responding to the stress. There are some people who block themselves when they are facing stressful situation, but there are other kind of people who are taking it very, very painful experience. So
Right.
for them it is very negative impact. People who can take it as a positive way, they can handle it very well. So it's differ person to person.
It's
basically.
important to be positive.
Positive, yes.
So the
It's very
positive
important.
approach really.
And third is
makes
sometimes
a
you
difference.
make it as a habit.
Yeah.
That if you are depressed, it is your habit. You are very low for small thing, you make it as a habit. This is
Yeah,
first
makes
encounter with the stress. Then second encounter, sometimes you ignore it, but if you are ignoring it for a longer period, it become a problem.
So the first thing is positivity.
Yes.
And our habits that we need to change
Lifestyle.
and become positive in life. So that will, I
And focus
think,
more on yourself. Start focusing on yourself rather than other things. Other surroundings cannot make you happier until or unless you cannot do any effort for
So
yourself.
we have to take a stand for
Yes,
ourselves.
stand
and
for
change our
ourselves,
lifestyle.
yes.
Change
Focus
our
on
lifestyle.
ourselves.
Yeah, so viewers, friends, if you have any questions, start for Dr. Poonam regarding stress, regarding hypertension, regarding stress management, depression, please put it forward, and I shall ask Dr. Poonam. So please put down your questions below on the comments. And Dr. Poonam, if you can tell us how to overcome this, how to pursue happiness in our life, and how to make a change, how to bring in positivity.
See, as I've told you, Dr. Rekha, see, there are two kind of factors. One is internal, one is external. So external factors, you can avoid those factors. Suppose if you are in a conflict situation, or if you are in a situation where people are not talking something which you are not able to take it, so you leave the situation, avoid such kind of situation, avoid such kind of people. Then internal, you have to control your internal emotions. Your EQ should be very strong. Most of the time, these days we are talking about emotional quotient. Emotional
Yes.
quotient is very important rather than IQ. Earlier we were only focusing on IQ, but now it is very competitive world. So we have to be emotionally very strong and sound. So for that you need practice, so many things. Focus on yourself, respect yourself, love yourself, then plan your day. Start your day with a positive note. Always thank God for everything. Start your day with join your hands and say thank you God for this day. This is very important day in my life. I will spend my
Yes.
day with a positive energy rather than thinking about negative people, rather than thinking about your negative experiences. So start with a positive note. It is very important, and it will give you a very, very good result.
So I think the first lesson for all of us is when we start our day, and let's not check our WhatsApp, and let's go and thank God.
Yes.
So that will bring
These
a lot
days,
of positivity.
Yes, true.
And
If
I
you will
hope that will
see-
relieve our stress and tension.
Yes.
And by evening, I'll see less hypertensive patients.
Most of the time, if you have noticed yourself and other people, they just, the moment they open their eyes, they just pick up their phone and check WhatsApp or mails. That's very wrong habit, very wrong habit. So I think older days were better than these days.
Yes, I
Where
think
we were
that-
practicing, where our grandparents taught us that you should join your hand and say thank God for this, and we should start our day with a positive note. So we should do that. At least we can give 5 minutes to ourselves.
Right. So friends, do we have any questions for Dr. Poonam? Right. So friends, if you have any questions, please mail it to me, or you can mail at wellstarclinic.com, or you can send us by messenger, and we'll answer your queries. You can also send any questions on the comments, and I shall,
We'll
with the
take it
help of
forward,
Dr.
yes.
Poonam, I shall answer these questions to you. Or if you want to consult Dr. Poonam, please book your appointments at Wellstar Clinic, and you can see her here every day by appointments.
And
Thank
please
you so
don't,
much.
and one more thing, I'm sorry to interrupt you. One more thing, that please don't avoid your stress, and any stressful
Yes.
situation, please address your stress at the right time.
Thank you so much.
so much.
Thank you.